Hi, I'm Kristyn Burtt for LifeScript.com. Talk show host Leeza Gibbons has been a longtime advocate for caregiving. At the 2016 Alzheimer Association benefit, she gave me insight on the biggest lesson she learned while caring for her mother during her Alzheimer's battle.
Caregivers really need special kind of consideration in the world. We really do. You know, everyone feels lost and everyone feels like, what can I do? How can I make it better? I always say we're in the better business, and the way to make it better is to recognize that someone who just got that diagnosis for their family is feeling like, okay, my life is over, and now what? So we try to help people answer the question, now what? And the biggest answer is you keep moving forward. This is a big, big lesson in forgiveness, a big lesson in being flexible and saying, okay, that didn't work, great, I get to start over again tomorrow.
You know, there's a lot of shame around it too, and embarrassment, I think, for the patient, and then the family, you know, often doesn't talk about it.
Right.
And you need to talk about it because there's so many other people going through it.
It's interesting that there is this misplaced shame and stigma because it's so universal. And we understand diabetes, we understand heart disease, we understand so many diseases that are tough. This disease has a little veil around it that makes it fuzzy for people. We need to bring it into sharp focus. We need to realize it's not about forgetting your car keys. It's not about normal aging and memory loss. This is a devastating, debilitating, declining disease that robs people of the essence of who we are.
What was the biggest lesson when you were, you know, helping your dad out with your mom when she had Alzheimer's?
The biggest lesson for me is the one that I think no one escapes, which is I can't do it alone. And I used to think, well, I'm just going to get it so together. I'm going to be so strong. I'm going to channel my mother's strength and I'm going to make this happen. Yes, and you need other people to boost you along the way. I used to tell my sister we were the person for each other. When we call, let's just vent. You don't have to say anything, let's just vent. I built a whole slate of programs at Leezas Care Connection around what our family went through, thinking, well, let's create in the world what we wish we had. And I've been so blessed by that. So standing here tonight, when I was on that stage getting the Caregiver Award, my mother was still alive, and no one knows what tomorrow is going to bring, but there's so many families that are facing this with grace and strength and optimism, and that's key.
And you've helped so many people along the way. Is your father doing well?
My father's doing great. He became this, my dad has had a big life. He's done amazing things, but the best thing he ever did was show up as a caregiver for my mom, and oh my gosh, he hung the moon. I love him so much. He's taught me everything.